Well, hey there, everybody. Found a great little spot for the camera from the back of the van. You can definitely see Chuck hanging out. Luna is to the very bottom left of the screen. You can see just a little bit of her fur poking out there by the blanket, which she blends into a lot. So, anyhow, good news. I got the job at the bagel joint, so I think I'll be starting probably like Saturday. We have this thing called Thanksgiving that has to get out of the way first. So I'm going to continue to use Uber for a little while. Like over the next week especially, I'll continue to be a little more intense on it, trying to make like $80, $100 a day just to kind of have some money and have a little breathing room. But once I'm really working again regularly in a spot, Uber is going to go down to like an hour a day where I can just make $20, $30, play money until I really start getting checks and have some actual savings. And then I would be happy to put Uber on pause for a while and not have to do it. If I need to make gas money with it here and there, I'm totally down for that. But if I can go days without doing it, that'd be cool too. Because that means those days I will be financially solvent enough that we can instead just go drive somewhere and I can do something like this kind of a view for you. But instead of just watching me go to a burger joint, which is how this whole thing ends, and then finding the spot I'm going to park at for the night, we could be like could even go to like to the Enchanted Forest, which is a crazy little thing here in the Oregon area. Or obviously another trip down to the coast, maybe even eventually to a ghost town and actually be able to film some of the greater scenery that I'll go by. And I feel that from this view, you actually get to see it. There are parts of this where I know it's going to feel a little bleached out from the front of the window. We've kind of had a cloudy, hazy, rainy day, but the sun was still coming through those clouds just enough to make the sky kind of super brighter than it was. So that doesn't surprise me. Like here, you can see some of that right here, but it's actually still a pretty darn good shot. And you really do get to see what I'm driving through, which is kind of what I wanted to be able to do. I'm kind of excited about that. Other things that have been going on, I picked up knitting again for the first time in about 30 years and made a huge scarf with that, and I'm actually going to kind of continue on with making stuff, just nothing else. It's fun to do, and worst case, I can donate them to other people that are in harder times than me. Best case, I might be able to sell them. So I think also I'd like to make myself a blanket before I'm done. I've got plenty of blankets, but it would be kind of cool if I made one of my own blankets. So that might be something I look into as well. And I'm also looking at crocheting, going after the manly stuff as always. I haven't stopped doing origami, but origami has definitely gone on a pause, but only because in the van, it's not really easy to just have a whole lot of origami hanging out. I can kind of see from, the van itself, I really do have things in a particular way so they all stay in place, and origami likes to flutter around and get beat up and just not survive so well. I've kind of stopped doing that for a while. I still fold here and there just to make sure I still know how to do it, but I'm not spending a big amount of my time doing that. Other than that, right now, I'm just kind of relaxing for the day because it feels good to know that I've taken a step back to, being able to have a job, and this person, the manager of the bagel shop, knows that I want to leave at the start of July to head back down to the coast and hang out for the summer down there and avoid the Portland heat, and then come back in, late September, early October. And it'd be kind of cool if this works out well enough that if I could just swing back into town and be like, hey, I'm back. Okay, cool. 3 days, start. Awesome. So finding something like that would be really cool too, because then I could truly, at least with the van, have the summers to truly explore and build the YouTube content in the sense of really getting out there and having a little money to go and explore these different towns, and not like this last time. And I enjoyed my summer at the coast. Don't misunderstand me, but I really was kind of at the last of the cash I had to my name, and Instacart was making some money, but it wasn't putting me forward. Just kind of like Uber, unfortunately, really isn't putting me forward here in the Portland area. You can make money from it, no doubt, and if you have a better vehicle than I do now that gets greater gas mileage, because honestly I'm getting 11-12 miles a gallon, if I'm being honest. You know, if you get one of these newer zippy ones where you're getting 35, 40, 45 miles a gallon, you could definitely make some good money off of it. But the amount of money I have to put in to get a decent amount out is just, it's canceling itself out, unfortunately. So yeah, you know, I'm not bashing on it at all. Unlike Instacart, I could bash on that all day, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be nice because this is a happy video. But yeah, I don't know how much more of this I'm really gonna show, because I think you've seen what it is. I've said what I wanted to say, and maybe as I get a little further on in like another week or so and have a little more real bearing of what I'm doing, I'll be back. I might play around with this shot from here to there just to try and capture some cool stuff if I know I'm going somewhere exciting. But I think for right now, you probably won't hear from me for at least another week or so, just because, again, I want to focus on making sure that this job has happened and I've got that going, and then we can look at having some true fun and explorer times with the van. But yeah, that's it, and I will catch you guys later. Bye-bye.